Yo, welcome back to the N.y.a show. Like I always say with this new Zoom got the AI, talking about some AI companionship, got the host tools, all fancy. Like it just continues to change. Meanwhile, every time I'm trying to get on here and just do a show, it's like 10 new things for me to try to check out. And I want to be sure that I say Spirit Arrested is a film that is available on YouTube by W3 Filmed it. My wife stars in it. This is something new for y'all to check out. It'll be the first link for you guys, as well as How Our Mother is Balancing Life in the Pursuit of Dreams. The interview with actress Breyonna and Thomas, that is with Ajay, Tambe, available on Spotify. So please do your due diligence. Go down to the comment section, not the comment section, but my little info description right there for you so that you can always check out these things as we lead into another great week. The first one, this is our first week of August as I'm dating myself here at the show. The weekend went well for me. It was slow motion time for the most part. I went to a funeral on Saturday. A neighbor was laid to rest. I did that on Saturday, as well as kicked it with Pops. I kicked it with my cousin on Saturday. That was just a full day from start to finish, but I really enjoyed myself this weekend. On Sunday, today's Sunday, I spent some time with the family. Of course, I went to church. My dad was there, my grandmother was there, so I did a couple of things this weekend. But for the most part, today I was kicking it at the crib. It started raining outside when I did want to go out and do something extra here in the state of Georgia. So I'm just kicking it here at the crib as we lead into another week. I hope that everybody had a great weekend, that you have an even better week, because none of us knows what's coming next. So let's do our best to just put your smile on and go right into the week. You feel me? So now let's talk about how over in Kenya, there is simple genius Slamdams protect Kenyan communities from floods. Now, of course, we all want to raise. Let me see here. This picture raise the river. They're raising the riverbanks with these gigantic pieces of rubber that are storing water as well. We want to dive into that video as well, but we just want to say the river N.y.a is now at a safe traveling level, but when a lot of rain comes through, it starts to overflow, and then this is of course ruining people's homes. It will take lives of certain, some people. At the end of the video, they mentioned it, but they didn't mention the whole thing. But the story did mention down here at the bottom in relation to how many floods, how this has affected the people throughout this year, is that according to the government of Kenya, floods caused by heavy rain between March and May of this year destroyed crops on more than 168,000 acres of land, which is a shit ton of land to be destroyed, as well as the National Disaster Operations Center. They said figures show that 291 people were killed by floods, while 278,000 people over 278,000 people were displaced. So just imagine that many people. I don't know how many people I even have here in this county that I'm in, but just all of those people being displaced due to flooding. One, they had to get these dams going to try to help with the mitigate losses with all of the damn acres of land that's being destroyed and over flooded. Can't even get no good plants out of this shit when everything keeps flooding. So let's see exactly how they're dealing with this situation in Kenya.
Slamdams protect communities from burst rivers and also store water for use in the dry seasons. After trials in Nigeria and Burundi, the technology is now being introduced to Kenya, especially in the flood-prone areas. If I didn't have these Slamdams, the loss would have been severe. I was considering the value of my property, myself, and my children, and I would have suffered a loss of nothing short of between $310,000 to $390,000. Because if you consider the investments I have made on this land, you can come in and have a look. I would have lost a huge amount of money. The technology has a second use. They can be used to store water. So once the rainy season is over, he can use the Slamdams as a water source for his crops. It's a convenient and simple solution in the dry seasons. When it's time to store the Slamdams, instead of discarding the water, he pumps it to water his crops. The crops grow, thrive, and provide food. When he exhausts water from one Slamdam, we store it and move on to the next Slamdam. Importing a single Slamdam to Kenya cost approximately $1,947. Some have been placed near to this stream to protect local communities. Some of the slum dams have been donated by Netherlands Development Organization to help local communities. I got this donation from the Netherlands Development Organization after heavy rains flooded my house and destroyed my property. After I got the slum dams, I am now safe in my home, no longer floods. Slum dams made from heat-resistant rubber have a water capacity of 8,000 liters each.
Slum dam is a mobile flood barrier. It is made of rubber and it is used for many purposes. Particularly in Kenya, we have used it for flood management and we are also using it now for water harvest.
According to the government of Kenya, floods caused by heavy rains between March and May this year destroyed crops on more than 168,000 acres of lands.
Okay. So this is going to help with the area. Well, shout out to Frida. Frida had a beautiful smile. I don't like always reporting stories about something that's going on the continent of Africa that's disappointing. This is over in Kenya. This is something positive that they're doing to kind of help with the innovation to help with this issue. Like everything is not going to always just fall in your hand. They're using this technology, and I want to see how it plays out because I already read out the measures of how many people that they lost between. How much stuff was flooded, how many acres was flooded between a couple of month periods. So to see how this will play out, I hope they do follow-up stories on things like this so that we can truly know was it a benefit or was it not. Like I said, Frida, beautiful smile, genuine smile, looks like this helped her. Like she said, if it wasn't for this, my spot would have flooded out, and I think that's great because even here still in the States, in the United States, we have issues with flooding. And overall, there has to, even with here with all the resources that we got, what are we actually doing on our end to kind of prevent some of the flooding that we see even here in the States? So just to know over there in Kenya, they've actually been innovating and using these same bags that are now being cut that sound out. Then during the dry season when they're not getting the rain, here goes all that water can be now opened up, put the holes in it, and go ahead and use it. So let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story too. So it's the N.y.a show. Be sure to share comments. Let me know how your weekend was as we push into this new week. And I appreciate y'all support. Share the show. Do all those great things. And I'll be right back with another show.